Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Respected Chair and honorable dignitaries on and off the stage. Actually, my paper was just included to this program, so I will finish my paper within 2-3 minutes. Basically, my topic is education as a basic pillar of social development, an analysis of Indian Muslims in the light of Badiuzzaman Said Nursi's perspective. We all know education has been always one of the basic pillars of social developments of each and every society. It has been playing a very significant role in the socio-cultural reforms and renaissance of every downtrodden communities and groups across the world. Coming to the topic, we Muslims, whom the very holy text, its very first teaching is Iqra, to read. Having this kind of legacy, we can easily understand that education is the big factor that can do something to develop a society. My striking factor to select this topic is the view of Badiuzzaman Said Nursi, that the way he selected illiteracy as one of the key factor of the disintegration of the Muslim community across the world. Now, my topic is basically an analysis of Muslim society in India with this perspective of Said Nursi. Because of the shortage of this time, I'm just go through my arguments and all. To me, as I understood, the viewpoint of education in the concept of Said Nursi was a very holistic and vast and wide concept. It can include philosophical studies, theological studies, scientific studies, irrespective of any branch. The educational concept of Said Nursi, including all these branches of education or knowledge. In other words, the concept of Said Nursi was the real educational concept which our Holy Quran put forward. If we go through the knowledge, the concept of knowledge or education which mentioned in Quran, we can understand that it is not categorizing the education as religious, material, or these kind of things, but we can very easily wherever Quran says afala yatadabbarun, afala yatafakkarun, it mentions to every parts of knowledge, every branches of knowledge in a very holistic way. In that sense, Said Nursi was one of the such scholar we had to having in the golden period of Islam in Baghdad, in Cordova, in Granada, and other religious and educational golden grounds of Islam in the past period. We can see Said Nursi as a one of the few members who linked the present or modern Islam to that of our golden legacy, which connect to the Cordova and Baghdad. He was approaching education and knowledge in the way those scholars of Cordova, Baghdad and Granada were approaching. His vision of Madrasatul Zahra we can see in such a dream of rebuilding Islamic golden period of intellectuals. When I apply this vision or perspective of Said Nursi to Muslim society of India, we can easily find out that wherever Muslim education is in a good way, we can see Muslim society is in a very better position relatively. If we analyze the educational situations of Muslim society in all over India, the almost more than 70% educational level Muslim society are from Kerala and from Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, Lakshadweep, and this kind of, and some other union territories. If we go through North Indian states, we can see a lot of institutes, and we can see religious and material in universities and scholars. But what is happening in these kind of North Indian states is the difference between material education and religious education is very vast. What we see here in especially in these states like Kerala and Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry and this kind of states where Muslim education percentage is more than 70%. What we see here, people can relatively those people consider education in a combined way. I mean, their approach towards education to religion, whether it is religious, whether it is material, people in these states trying to approach towards education in a holistic way, which Madrasatul Zahra or the vision of Imam Said Nursi is putting forward. So in another factor what I find in my research, if you go through the private institutes in south and north, basically in south and north part of India, the utilization of natural or economic resources of South Indian institutes, we can see in a good way and in a very ideal way. If you go to, for example, if you think of the shrines and maqbaras in South India and North India, how the owners or managers of these shrines and maqbaras dealing with their resources they're collecting from these maqbaras. If you think of these states, they're utilizing these kind of resources in a very making institutes and universities and school, these kind of things. But we are living in a time where we can see Tirupati University. Tirupati is a shrine, but they have built up a university called as Tirupati University. Why don't we think of Khaja Muinuddin Chishti University or Khaja Nizamuddin Hazrat University in a perspective of Madrasatul Zahra? That is the message I am trying to put forward with my lecture. Here I conclude. Assalamu alaikum.